on Madden NFL 20.
First game's out of the way. Time to buckle down for the long season ahead, and we're off in week 2. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. So out come the Texans for their opening drive. Leading him out, the former Stanford man. At quarterback, it's Davis Mills.
And last week's loss came despite a clean game on his end, throwing the ball with 2 touchdowns and 0 interceptions. His job this week is simple. Do it again. Continue to avoid turnovers and hope that what sunk them last week resolves itself this time around.
They'll start on the ground with Pierce. And that is the kind of tackling they want to see all game, as he'll lose yardage to start things out. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on first and second down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Mills to throw it. Throw right side complete to Carter. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. A pickup of 11 and a Texans first down.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
And he's got it up over the 40 to the 41. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. Here's Mills. He finds his man, Sky Moore. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver trying to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
All start. Awesome.
That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit. A false start backs him up 5. 1st and 15. From the gun, here's Mills. And this throw will be intercepted. And the Dolphins are going to get the football here as they force the INT on the game's opening drive. Well, we saw plenty of that during his much-heralded college career. He parlayed that into becoming a first-round selection. And now here he is making interceptions in the National Football League.
And this is a guy that has all the physical tools, but the thing that sets him apart is what he's got between his ears. And that's the sixth sense for knowing where the football is going. Just an excellent play there to create the turnover.
The numbers for Walker from last week's effort. 15 carries, 130 yards. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw.
So coming off the opener where they established the run and established it well, their goal is to make sure that the trend continues and to serve notice to the rest of the league that they might be a run-first team.
A gain of 28 yards there and give them the first down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. And he's taken down after a gain of 3 as they move it from the 22 to the 19. Right where they set him down started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
On the ground, it's Pierce to begin the drive. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. To throw, Mills. That one caught by Carter. Touchdown, Houston. A great play there. His second touchdown on the season. And the Texans are on the board first here this afternoon. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. The quick strike ability certainly intact there. 2 plays, 80 yards to score it. From the 6. So Miami coming out for their second drive. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go-around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach, because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack at all times in any spot on the field, and he likes touchdowns, not field goals. Now, your field goal kicker, you got to make sure you nurse him through and say, okay, don't worry about it. When we need you, you got to be ready to go. And the team, of course, loves to see points on the board. So let's see.
There he goes, right side. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Kenneth Walker with his 4th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Dolphins are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. They'll try and throw for it. And it's caught. He's got it. So they go for 2. They convert, and along with it, they'll take an 8-7 lead. Well, they got down 7-zip. They said, we'll go for 2, one up you, and they take the lead.
How about that for a little risk-reward, right? If you don't get it, you're only down a point. Let's go ahead and make a statement in this ball game, and that's exactly what they did.
And now out comes Houston. And the football changing hands here, and as this offense takes the field, Charles, they'd be fine with more of the same on this upcoming drive. Last time out, they found the end zone for 6.
And they're certainly hoping for more of the same, but the game plan, I doubt it'll just be a carbon copy of the last drive, because I think this offense is ready to break out some new wrinkles and try some new things that might be hidden in their playbook. They want to use that confidence to its advantage, while also keeping the defense from anticipating what's up next.
No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. This defense for the Dolphins, terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
And what I saw on film was a nearly unstoppable pass rush. 5 sacks last week, plenty of hurries given up. So now what do you do on offense? You just back protect, keep everyone in.
Texans football to start quarter 2. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line. Get the 3rd down conversion. Getting this inside the 30. It's a gain of 35. Well, that is a running back who is not about to go down easily. He fought his way through the contact until the seas opened up for him. And he'll be taken down just shy of the red zone at the 21. 50 yards on the ground for him so far. 8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. On 2nd down, here's Pierce. And a couple of yards as they move it from the 21 to the 19. Play number 7 coming on this drive. It's 3rd and inches. Now Mills. And they're going to get him. He's sagged back around the 28. It's a loss of 10 on the sack, and it leads to 4th. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And they stake claim to the lead here. It's 10-8. So as it turns out, that sack doesn't wind up costing them, Charles. They at least get points, get 3 of them.
Yeah, that's where your kicker can really come to your rescue, because you know after the sack there was a little consternation there. Are we out of field goal range? Are we going to be able to get 3? In this case, he stepped right up and gave them exactly what they needed.
And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. They'll run with Walker to begin the drive. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down. Sticking with Walker on 2nd down. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. 7 yards there and a first down. The Dolphins at 1-0 on the year following the win in Week 1, and they were able to get that road victory in the opener. Now they look to get to 2-0 in front of the home crowd.
And look, any road win in the NFL, that's huge. But when you do it Week 1, that gets you pointed in the right direction and sends notice to the rest of the league that you mean business. And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning it in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. On third down, they're going to run for it here. And he's going to come up a few yards short of the first. They get him to the ground at the 37. Now a timeout called for by the defense as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. They'll try and throw for it here. He's going to let this one go deep. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. A first down throw for Mills. He'll get that complete to his tight end, Cole Kmet. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. So not quite a first and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. Looking to throw is Mills. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. Dameon Pierce, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Texans will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is now 17-8. Out is the Texans kick team as they'll send this one away. No return here for Carter, and this will be a touchback. The Dolphins taking over now late in this first half. Charles, you're down multiple scores, less than a minute left here, but with that deficit, they've got to try to at least work their way into field goal range to try to muster something out of this drive.
And I'm going to go ahead and date myself one more time because I'm going to quote an old Smokey and the Bandit lyric. They've got a long way to go and a short time to get there, but they still have time to get it done. So I'm looking forward to watching them mount this drive and see if they can get some points out of it.
They go play action here on first down. Throw out wide to Walker. Only able to gain a couple there, and it's second down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also third down. Looking to throw. They'll roll him out right. And that will be incomplete.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
They'll run for it. It's Walker. And good work there in open space. And he's got this all the way down now to the 32. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at second down. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. This one complete to Gibbons. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. 23 yards, the final tally.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Here's Walker. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. And his kick is good. And that will do it for this first half. So we have reached halftime. Sorry, Coach, put a pin in that. We are going to move right on to the third quarter here. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. From his end zone, here comes Carter. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. The Dolphins getting set to go back to work here in quarter number 3. Well, Charles, we saw a pretty entertaining first half, close ball game. Remember there toward the end of the second quarter, the opposition scored to take the lead. Now we'll see if these guys can get a score of their own to regain that lead.
Yeah, they want to have that type of a response, don't they? Because they want to find a way to take control of this ball game one more time. Gauntlet's been thrown down. They want to see if they're ready to answer.
He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down. Here's a give up the middle. And he'll grab a gain of 5 out of this up to the 41-yard line. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. They'll look to throw here. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. So the completion good for just 3. And that'll bring up a 3rd down. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Forced out to his left. Looking left sideline, it's complete. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 35.
Check right.
Walker now on 1st and 10. 118 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. Now a play fake here on 1st down. That's going to be caught. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
I think he has to be saying to himself, how did that not wind up a touchdown? Remember, he just did the tip of the ball across the plane. It's not going to get there, but they're going to be set up in great shape with 1st and goal.
They'll try to run this one in. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 5-yard line now, 2nd and goal. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. Touchdown, Dolphins! A 5-yard touchdown. And the Dolphins are an extra point away from taking the lead. Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a second one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into the season with a goal for touchdown score or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. And then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. Here's the Texans offense now, readying for their first possession of the second half. And Charles, it feels like we're set up for a good second half here. Came out of the locker room, 1-score game. Now the lead has already changed hands. Well, this offense, they've got an opportunity right now to take that lead right back.
Yeah, and it feels like you're going back and forth almost a little bit like a tennis match, right? And we're just, our heads just keep moving. Which side has it? Which side's going to score? How are they going to go out doing it? A little bit of a challenge for each side trying to match each other.
And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. It's another first down on what will be a gain of 21 yards. Mills. And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up 2nd. Another try after the first down sack. Mills. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Pat Surtain. And the Dolphins are going to take possession of the football. Up the middle, here's Walker. Down to about the 45.
An opportunity to get a drive started here at the end of the third quarter. What you're trying to do is break the game down a little bit. Don't let your guys see too deep into the game, into the future, and say, oh, we got to get here. No, right
He's got it. Touchdown, Dolphins. A big play there. 45 yards. And the Dolphins are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this third quarter. And he's got it. So the try for two is successful. And that bumps their lead up even further. The kicking team out for Miami as they will send this one away. Taken in at the 3. And he won't quite make it to the 25. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. As this offense takes the field against CD, remember last drive they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing.
Back now in Miami. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. Another try after the first down sack. Mills. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down. Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Carter. And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. They pick up 10, but it'll still lead to a fourth down. Mills, fourth down, gotta have it. Wide open receiver complete. And he is going to have a Texans first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. Mills now. In trouble, and he's taken down. It'll be a loss of 10, and it'll bring up second. Another try after the first down sack. Mills, he'll get that one to Carter complete. So they'll get 8 out of that completion, and that'll make it 3rd and 13. From the shotgun, it's Mills. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Offensively lucky they were able to keep the football, but now fourth down, so they'll have to boot it away.
I do think, though, they're going to look at this as a positive. One, they recovered the fumble, so they retained possession. But two, being able to...
And Mills is intercepted for the third time. Picked off by Pat Surtain. And he will bring it back. It's a pick six and a Dolphins touchdown. Little choice, Charles, but to go for it right there, and that pick six will be the icing on the cake.
Yeah, you don't know how many more possessions you're going to get, so really, you're almost at the point of no options. Have to go for it. Bottom line, though, is you've got to throw the football.
And now the kick is away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Now comes the Houston offense as they get set to take over here. We'll see if they can band back together after the pick six. It hurt badly, but still within striking distance. A two-score game with a good chunk of time on the clock. A throw left side to start the drive is complete. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down. Throwing, Mills. Over the middle, complete. It's Carter. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. On 1st and 10, Mills. And this is what here? Incomplete, they say. It looked like it was intercepted, but he apparently did not get the 2 feet down in bounds. to throw on 2nd and 10. Mills to Pierce. They set up the screen. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. Well, they completed the pass but lost yardage, so they'll decline the penalty.
Perfect play for them, isn't it? Who needs a penalty when you try and throw the ball, you don't even get it downfield, and they go ahead and snuff out the play. They'll take that as a result.
3rd and long for Mills. And that is incomplete.
That means it's just one last chance left, and this has to be a first down or a touchdown, or this game's over.
And now we're going to get a timeout defensively. So another stop, 1:50 left in the football game. Now Mills on 4th down. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Pat Surtain. And the Dolphins are going to get the ball back on the turnover as they hold on 4th down. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. Now they are really in the driver's seat here, enjoying this lead late in the 4th quarter. The defense does have all 3 timeouts, but at this point, doesn't look like it's going to matter much. That one looks like he'll throw here. Oh, he's got him in wide open, complete. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they'll get it with just over 90 seconds to go in the ball game. On play action, they'll throw. He's going to rifle one deep left side. It's caught inside the 25.
Personal foul. Defense.
They're down here in the 4th, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration. Not a good play.
Up the middle they run. It's Walker. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. 2nd and 6. And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14. And that one really pushes him back. A loss of 9. And now it's 3rd and goal after the sack. Back to throw. He's got it. A big play, but still not enough. Leads to a 4th and goal. They're going to look to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Miami. A great effort there. There to make the grab. And the Dolphins are on their way to a 2-0 start. They'll look to throw. And this is going to be caught. So add 2 more to the lead as they continue to pour it on here in the 4th. The kicking team out for Miami as they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Texans getting set here to take over again on offense. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Mills from the gun on 3rd down. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Pat Surtain. And the Dolphins are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll send Gibbons in motion. Here's Walker to start the drive. He'll get it across the 35. It'll be 2nd down. Now the Dolphins will use the last of their timeouts. It'll be their 3rd and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. He's got a man. That's caught. Left sideline. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. This offense really looking polished these first couple of weeks. Here's 1st and 10. Looking left sideline, it's complete. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3.
I have to tell you, just one word keeps coming to mind from watching them this afternoon, and that's impressive. They have been impressive from the opening kickoff, and they haven't let up here.
And he takes it in for the score on the game's final play, so it doesn't affect the outcome, but a little whipped cream on top to their ending.
As our friends in Bayou